What is the one US visa that acts as the gateway to the US for many high-skilled professionals? What is that one US visa which was introduced in the 1990s and that has been at the center of all US legal immigration issues? You guessed it right, it is the H1B visa. Hi everyone, I'm Priya from It's OKR and welcome back to our channel. And if you're new today, It's OKR is a content platform for South Asian immigrants and we aim to educate, entertain and empower them. In this video, we will cover everything you need to know about the H1B visa, from the H1B lottery, eligibility to green card options. And this video is just the beginning. We have planned an entire series of videos on this topic. Next week, we are covering in detail what is the H1B lottery. We have already covered how to ask your company to sponsor your H1B visa. And we will also be covering H1B visa interview questions and answers to more topics related to this. So please hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on any of these updates. And now let's get started. What is the H1B visa? The H1B visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows US employers to hire foreign workers with specialty occupations in fields like engineering, computer science, finance, medicine and more. Think of it as a temporary work permit that allows you to contribute your skills and expertise to the American workforce. But why do American companies need to hire foreign workers? You'll be tempted to say because it's cheap labor, but actually the costs are quite high to hire this cream talent. In reality, American companies need foreign workers because they have realized that a lot of people here in America do not have the skills required to do these very specialized jobs. Now let's talk about the types of H1B visas. There is just one type of H1B visa, but there are two ways to obtain it. Regular H1B Cap petition. This is the traditional route where the employer files a petition with USCIS on your behalf. This process involves two steps. They first need to add your name to a yearly lottery, and if your name gets selected in the lottery, then they have to file for your petition with the USCIS. More about the H1B lottery later in the video. The second one is H1B Cap Exempt, the secret weapon. Not everyone has to play the lottery. Certain employers like universities, research institutions and non-profit organizations are exempt from the H1B cap, meaning their petitions get priority processing. This means their petitions are processed outside the lottery system. We have a detailed video on this, the institutions that qualify, how to apply, etc. and we are linking it here and we will also leave it in the description box. Now let's talk about the eligibility. To qualify for the H1B visa, you need to meet a few criteria. Education. Possess a bachelor degree or its equivalent in a specialty occupation. Work experience. Demonstrate relevant work experience in your field. It's optional but highly recommended. Prevailing wage. Your employer must be willing to pay you the prevailing wage for your occupation and location. This prevailing wage is set by the DOL. Specialty occupation. Your job must be considered a specialty occupation in the US by Department of Labor. Let's talk about the H1B lottery and how to navigate the odds. Unfortunately, the H1B visa process isn't as simple as meeting all the criteria that I listed. Each year, only 85,000 new H1B visas are allocated, out of which 20,000 are set aside for master students. Since the number of people who want the H1B visas is way higher than the number of visas available, there is a lottery that is conducted each year. The lottery registration usually starts on March 1st and goes on for 15 to 20 days, during which companies register for the candidates they want to hire on H1B visas. The results of this lottery are usually announced by the end of March or first week of April. Sharing a few other things that you should keep in mind so that you can actually secure this lottery. Target the right employer. Choose companies with a strong track record of H1B sponsorship and a genuine need for your skills. Early preparation is key here. Gather all your documents well in advance and ensure that your petition is error-free. You should seek expert help. Consider consulting an immigration attorney to navigate the complexities of the application process. Most good companies will take care of this. Let's discuss the timelines now. The H1B visa process has several stages and understanding the timelines is crucial. Here is a breakdown. March 1st, H1B lottery registration opens. March end or April 1st week, lottery results are announced. Between June and September, companies file final petition using form I-129. USCIS processing and approval happens. October 1st, visa issuance for successful applicants. Now that you've understood the timelines, please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's discuss the green card goals, because how do we get from an H1B visa to a permanent resident? While the H1B visa is a temporary visa, it can be a stepping stone to permanent residency in the US, or what we call the green card. Those on H1B visas usually have the option and are eligible to apply for employment-based green cards, which has 5 categories, but most green card petitions applications for green card holders are made only under the two categories, EB2 and EB3. We will be creating a separate video on all of the employment-based green cards, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's discuss spouse and children of H1B visa holders. Spouses and children under the age of 21 of H1B visa holders can accompany them to the US on an H4 visa. However, spouses cannot work in the US on an H4 visa. They can, however, apply for a work permit and be eligible for an EAD after the H1B visa holders green card petition or I-140 is approved, and they are now in a queue for their green card. We have created an entire series of video for H4 visa holders called A Better Life on a Dependent Visa. We will link that here and in the description below, so check it out. The benefits of an H1B visa. Dual intent. You can apply for a green card while on an H1B visa. Employer dependence. You are not tied to the employer who sponsored your visa, unlike the L1 visa. If you want to know the difference between the L1 visa or H1 visa and which is better, I will link that in the description box. Remember, you can switch on H1B as long as you can find an employer that will sponsor your transfer. Let's discuss the limitations of an H1B visa. The lottery system. There is a lottery system for H1B visa, making it competitive to obtain one. It's limited stay. H1B visa holders are initially valid for 3 years with the possibility of one 3-year extension. Spouses can't work. Spouses of H1B visa holders can apply for an H4 EAD or a work permit in the US only after the H1B visa holders green card petition is approved and they have an I-140, which can take a long time. Now that we have discussed the benefits and the limitations, let's discuss the most commonly asked questions. If you watched this video so far, leave a comment, tell us how you like it, hit that like and subscribe button. The first one, can I change companies on an H1B visa? Yes, but your new employer must file a new petition for you. Can I get a green card on H1B visa? Yes, you can apply for a green card while on an H1B visa, but the wait time will be long if you are an Indian applying for an EB2 or an EB3 category. I have a detailed video on how to apply for EB1 through H1B. I have personally done it, so it's linking that in the description box. When can I start working on my H1B visa? Typically not before October 1st of the same year you apply, unless your employer is Cap Exempt or you previously held an H1B visa. Can I travel outside the US with an H1B visa? Yes, as long as your visa is valid and you have a valid job offer to return to and a valid stamp. Do I need work experience? While not required, relevant work experience can strengthen your application. Generally, 3 years of experience is considered equivalent to 1 year of college education. What happens after 6 years? You must stay outside the US for 1 year before applying for another H1B or move to a new visa category. However, if you have secured an I-140, then you can continue to extend till your priority date becomes current. I hope this video was helpful. Conquer the H1B and make your American dream a reality. Remember, this video provides a general overview of the visa. It is obviously extremely difficult to share everything about this visa in just one video, and therefore we are creating an entire series around this topic. So please subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on any of the information. If there is a particular topic you'd like us to speak on, leave that in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Also, individual situations differ in an H1B visa, so please consult immigration professionals for personalized advice. And remember, if things aren't going your way, it's okay, and they will eventually turn around. Until next time, have a wonderful day.